That's 444-0047. She's a great connect to the 7th District for anything that you need in your neighborhood. We'll be shortly, probably next Monday, the 7th District on our side of the neighborhood is going to have a bike patrol initiative for burglaries. Burglaries are the only crime that we're up in on our side and the 7th District side. Everything else is down and down substantially, especially the violent crime, robberies, they're down a lot. Actually, more that Mike and I were talking about this earlier, it's the substantial double-digit 30% moves in crime. We just don't see this very often, so it's encouraging to see. Having said that, obviously your neighborhood is a little bit ahead of the game in terms of what you're doing. Yes, sir?
Do we think that the patrols actually stop the crime or just move the criminals someplace else?
Probably pushes it somewhere else. But having said that, in the 7th District, our neighboring areas, like the West End neighborhood, for example, is down further than Skinker, Bowler, Hamilton Heights is way down in violent crime. So, yeah, you're going to shoo them out, but the people that are doing crime in your neighborhoods are typically mobile, often in stolen cars, and they're just crimes of opportunity. If you give them an easy shot at a robbery, street victim robbery, they're going to take it. These are the kind of guys that can break into 20 cars in 20 minutes. So yes, do the patrols stop that? Absolutely. Because they're going to go to the areas that there's people not watching. So it certainly does.
What is the boundary of the 7th and 9th District?
We basically Kings Highway splits the area. The 7th District starts west of Kings Highway. So we have everything south of Wendell and west of Kings Highway. And really we've only got, I think, 2 of the 7 little pockets of the neighborhood we have. The majority of it's going to be Mike's district. So a couple things that we're doing, just so that you're aware, because we have a little bit of a daytime burglary issue, we're going to have 2 officers that are on bikes that are riding specifically in that little box that I just mentioned. They'll be there during the day. That's typically when the burglaries are occurring. And if you can pass, I'm sure you've heard this before at your meetings, if you can pass the word to your neighbors, that's how we're catching burglars. If you see somebody in an alley, somebody in your neighborhood that doesn't look like they belong, please call 911. It's that simple. It takes our officers a couple minutes to check on whoever it is you call on, and they'll quickly figure out whether or not they're there for a legitimate reason, or are these people that we need to pay attention to. But we can't be everywhere, and we need the people that are living in the neighborhoods to call us. And honestly, I've been a captain in the district now for 6 years, and I keep preaching this, and I'm surprised at the reluctance of people to call 911. It's your neighborhood, and these people that you see that you don't like, that give you a bad feeling, those are the people we're just asking you to call 911. You're not bothering us. There seems to be a perception that you don't use 911, but hey, that's how we're catching these people. It's that simple. So please call us when you see something.
You realize in some areas of the city, if you call 911 and you're a tenant, you can become a nuisance, and then your landlord can be told to evict you.
Well, the property owner should be vetting the calls. In other words, they can look at the number of calls for service and tell what they're for.
I can tell you what they do. They look at the number of calls for service.
They do initially, yes they do.
They don't
Typically what they'll do is call you and go over the calls for service about, do we have a problem property officer here? Mike, did you bring your butler had another meeting to go to? You're an owner of property in the area?
I'm an attorney who represents a lot of landlords, and I can tell you that's the way it goes down.
Yeah, no. That's how it starts, that's for sure. But I would hope that they're smart enough to be able to figure out that there was people trying to help the neighborhood where we really have problems.
I've had
property guys
recent tenants tell me, I don't want your landlord to call us. So this is a different attitude here that I'm glad to see.
It shouldn't be that way. If you're going to call the police because there's a suspicious person on the line or whatever, that should be why we call the police. So, anybody have any specific questions other than that for the 7th? I'll let Mike get up here. Mike, you want me to cover the UCR code crime stuff?
For sure.
It's been going on for 100 years. About as long as Crusoe's been a policeman. We have to give the FBI detailed and accurate records on the crime that occurs in the city. A lot of people think that police departments fudge their numbers and they do things with them. Hey, it's about this simple. We have people that read every police report and they crime code it. We can make a property destruction, and if crime coding looks at that report and they say, no, this is a burglary, that's how it goes to our crime statistics to the FBI. And again, again, that's been going on for years and years, and we kind of live and die by these statistics that Brooke showed you. And when we start talking about 30% decreases in crime, that would be my first inclination if I was sitting in your audience and in your chairs and say, who's watching the crime? I can tell you, I'm confident that our crime numbers are consistent. We code, for example, car break-ins, just so you know, if there's 20 cars broken into a particular location, Larry, I know that you know all these statistics, but if there's 20 cars broken into one lot, that's one crime. And that's not our decision, that's how the FBI reports crime. So if you have 20 vehicles broken into at the Barnes Jewish Hospital lot, it's one crime for the St. Louis Police Department. If you have 20 vehicles and there's a separation of distance and time, it's 20 crimes. That makes sense to you. So is there some play in the numbers in terms of how many cars are broken into? Yeah, there is. On the other side of the coin, an aggravated assault incident, if somebody fires a gunshot at a bus and there's 50 people on the bus, we get 50 crimes. And hey, I don't understand it either, that's just the way they do things. So sometimes crime ups and downs can be an anomaly because of incidences just like I just explained to you. But the UCR crime coding has been going on since, I believe, 1932, and the FBI established that protocol, and we're stuck with it. That's the way we report our crime. We got questions on the UCR stuff? Michael? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, not on that. I was just kind of curious, does St. Louis or even the areas that, we're talking about right now, Central West End, your district and stuff, do you ever make comparisons against the inner suburbs, just to kind of get an idea, say like Brentwood, Richmond Heights, and that sort of, just see where we stand in comparison to the, like, inner...
You are talking about in terms of the sheer numbers?
Yes.
I do personally. I mean, I look at, for example, University City butts up to my district, and I look at their numbers consistently. In Washington University's campus, chief of police there is a friend of mine, and I look at their crime closely. So, yeah, we do. Do I look at Brentwood, Clayton, Manchester, areas like that? No, because they don't butt up to what I'm responsible for. And there certainly is bleed over crime from one area to another, especially the Washington campus. So I look at it. And I would tell you that University City does not have the volume of crime that we do, but they certainly have their share of violent crime as well. But it tends to be more on the eastern end of their town, back toward the city. I don't know if there's value in looking at their numbers, but you can do it on the website, I can tell you that. Each of these towns now has numbers on their websites. Yes, sir.
I just noticed the places of residence, some of the people who were apprehended.
Right.
And it's quite obvious that there's a substantial concentration of people from Wellston, H.A., Pompano, some of those towns there. In many cases, coming into the city and doing that. I don't know how many of them come into this area, but if you take a look at the newspaper reports, it's a pretty obvious pattern.
It is. And I think part of the issue is that you have, if you look at the population trends in the city, we've lost people in North St. Louis, and some years we've lost them to Warren County municipalities. So, yeah, maybe it's the 20-year-old kid that was 15 and he lived in one apartment, they moved out to Wellston. But oftentimes when you look beyond their Wellston address, you'll see something in the city. It happens pretty frequently. Same thing's going on in South St. Louis. While we're losing people in North St. Louis, South Side's picking up people. And along with it, as you probably can see, their crime's up as well.
Particularly the third district.
Yes, sir. First and third. Michael?